All right, I think I'm live. This is different. Technology today. What is going on here? All right. Okay, I think I'm live. Pretty sure I'm live. Everything is backwards now. It has been so long since I have been live that everything has changed. Yay, I get to relearn it all again. Good opportunity to grow. So if you're here, please let me know so I know this is working. I tried using Restream, did not work for whatever reason. So I'm here on Facebook. So I'm not on YouTube, I'm just on Facebook, and then I'll share it to YouTube later. But I want to make sure that we are here and we are on. So if you are here, please let me know because I don't see anybody. Pete, hey, hi. Wow, okay. Well, while we're waiting for other people to come in, Pete, he did me a huge honor and spoke to his people about me and my work, and I was just, well, I blushed a lot. I don't take compliments very well, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it. So thank you so much, Pete. Anybody who feels that they are, if you're here, you're an empath. Yes. Go check out his YouTube channel and his Facebook group. I'll put links in the description after this live. But his message is so similar to mine. It's just like, you know, quit whining, quit being, and I like the way that he says, quit being the professional victim. We are here to rise. We are here to grow. We are here to serve. And victimhood does not serve any of that. And it's really, the way he does it is very, whew, yeah, like makes me want to smack myself in the face. Be like, get up, go, you got this. All right, Lena is here as well. Okay, so this is working. This is working. Restream is not working. I'll figure it out later. So today, what I want to talk to you all about is flow. This is a topic that you all heard me go into depth in the flow program that we did over a year ago. But I have come to new realizations. I have grown in my own flow state and realized a lot of things that I've never heard before. So I'm going to share, again, per my flavor, I guess. It's backwards. A lot of this is going to be the opposite of like, what? That doesn't make any sense, Jess. But then you're going to listen and you're going to be like, oh, I see what she did there. I see what she did there. So what I want to do is I want to start with talking about what flow is. Because a lot of people think, you know, especially in the corporate world, flow is just like, you know, go, 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 grind, 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 get in, get out, do it, do it, do it, burn yourself out even. And that is not the energetic flow. That is not the kind of flow that gives you the inspiration and intuition and the actions that come so easy. And oh, that's not good. I am turning that off. No, thank you. Whoever you are that's messaging me, I'm live. So come here, please. Please come here. All right. So I also want us to understand that flow is a state of allowance. It's not about doing. You're not doing in order to be in flow. The things that you do because of the state of flow that you're in are amazing. They're epic, but they're also fun and easy and kind and gentle and powerful and impactful. So we want to make sure that we're not getting confused with what flow is. So we've all seen people in flow. If you've worked with me, and here's an example of something I'm about to bring up. Thank you, sweetheart. I will look at my gift in a bit, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm in my, go on. I was just about to bring something like this up. So when we are in flow, we are in a place of allowance, which means that we are allowing ourselves to be that conduit. We are allowing for ourselves to harness and say yes to things and say no to things as well. LJ, please go upstairs. Dank u wel. Dank u wel, douchey. Dank u wel. You see right there. I'm about to get to that. So when we're in allowance, that means that our yeses and our nos are easy for us. So for example, and I have it in my notes to even say this, today getting ready for this live. I have a beautiful office set up right over there, my desk, my overarching cameras and lights and my microphone and everything. And I sat down and I went to hit live and I was like, I don't feel in flow. This is kind of a no right now. And so I moved. I'm here on my couch. I've got my little lapel mic on instead of my big expensive arm mic and everything, just because this makes me feel in flow. That was an easy no and yes at the same time. So being in flow means not being steadfast. We can be steadfast and we should be steadfast in a lot of things in life. But when it comes to our inspiration and our direction and our energy, we need to follow what feels good for us. So I sat down, I was like, okay, I'm doing this live. It's the first one I've done in a long time. And I'm a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I love that you're all here. Thank you so much for your love, everyone. But I was a little nervous. I had to like pump myself up. Like went for a brisk walk and changed my shirt like 6 times. I hope you like it. But I had to get myself into flow. So I sat down, I was like, okay, this is what's gonna happen. And oh my gosh, what if the kids come and they interrupt? And so what I did is I changed my position, went to the couch, I'm comfy, I'm sitting Indian style. And the kids, I'm like, you know what, if they come, they come. They're my kids. You all know I have 2 beautiful, amazing kids. And if they come, they come. Totally fine. Totally fine. And then they came. That's probably not the last time you're going to see them. But allowance, just saying, you know what? I'm not going to resist it. I'm sitting at my desk, I'm feeling resistance. Okay, I'm just going to walk away. Just going to walk away from that resistance. Oh my gosh, I'm worried. What if the kids come in and they interrupt everything? You know what? It's fine. They're the most important things in my world. Why would I resist that? And they came and I'm like, I'm fine with it. Totally fine with it. I expected it. What we resist persists. So if you just kind of allow it and move to the path of least resistance, then you're going to have a little bit more flow. That was a tangent that I wanted to go to later on in the live, but Langston and Ellington kind of brought it to the surface right now. And so we want to make sure, biggest message right there is we need to know what flow is. It is not going, doing, and creating. That is the result. That is the manifestation of flow. That is the thing that flow creates. Flow is a state of being. It is a state of self-trust, self-love, self-reliance, sovereignty even, that we can create for ourselves so that we can go and do and be and have, but not have to push and grind and hustle and pitch and do all of these things that we just hate doing, right? We don't want to do any of these things. We hate doing these things. And the only reason that we do these things is because people who don't understand flow tell us to do these things. So stop doing that. Stop hustling. Stop grinding. Stop staying up until 4 o'clock in the morning trying to get something done when you know you're going to wake up tomorrow and you're going to be like, I don't like it. I'm just not going to do that anyway. So no, we don't want any of that happening for us. Flow is a state of ease. And it's a place where you can have absolute grit and resiliency, but have it with such grace and ease. And with this just like kind of, I tell my closest friends, I just have a stupid grin on my face all day. And I don't, for no reason, I feel good. I feel good. And the things that come to me, those of you who have worked with me, you know what flow is like. Those of you who have watched me take an aha moment and pull it all the way through to an amazing offer or something like that in like 2 days, you know what flow looks like. It's fun, it's easy, it's super fast paced. Oh my gosh, the more flow you have, the faster it is. And then that momentum creates more momentum, which creates more momentum. And the next thing you know, you've exploded. You've literally just popped onto the scene. Flow is also the place that you want to be in so that you can fall down. You can really just fall down and nobody's even going to notice. Or something's not working and you pivot. You pivot your entire message, your entire business. Nobody notices. They just think it's part of the plan. Like you planned that years ago and this is how we're going. This is a place where people see you for you rather than how you are going to portray yourself if you're not in flow. When you're not in flow, you're portraying yourself as less than, as nervous, imposter syndrome, all of these things. We don't want that, because when we're in flow, that means we have self-trust, we have self-love, we have boundaries, and we're doing things that fill our own cup. The biggest message here about flow today is going to be fill your own damn cup. Don't expect anybody else to do it, because they're not going to fill your cup. And even if it feels like they're filling your cup, they're actually draining it. They're draining it. There are always strings attached. There's always a siphon out of your cup when somebody puts something in your cup. Fill your own cup. It is so important. So what I want to do is not ramble anymore, because I've been doing that this whole time. I'm going to pull my notes up on my phone here and go from there with it. So let's discuss how we can get into flow. And if you have followed me for any time, Lena, she's one of my most original followers. She's been with me forever. She knows that I reverse engineer everything. Everything that I give is backwards. It's just backwards. It makes no sense until it makes sense. So let's reverse engineer the flow today. So normally when a person is in flow, in the typical corporate style of it, they get into flow and then they have everything that they want, everything that makes them feel good. That's when they have it. I want to reverse that. In order to get into flow, you need to fill your cup. Your cup doesn't get filled by flow. Flow is triggered by how full your cup is. So find those little things for yourself. And they don't have to be huge. They don't have to be big things that fill your cup. I haven't gotten a massage in like 2 years. I do my own nails. I cook my own food. I do have a maid, because that's just, there's too many Legos. I can't not. But there are small things that I do for myself that are always within arm's reach. And that's what makes it flow for me. I can just pick it up, or I can do this, or I can fiddle with that. So I have my things. I have my singing bowl. I have my meditation balls. Things like that. Sound for me is a big thing. Sound, music, sound, that sort of thing. Just always just cleans me out a bit. I have smells as well. Like I have my sage, I have my candles, I have, different scents that I love. Oh my gosh, lilac. If you ever meet me in person, I smell like lilac and ylang ylang, just in case you were wondering. But these things make me happy. They're simple, small things. Foods as well. If you know me, I love cheese. I don't like chocolate. I am just one of those people who just savory, just wonderful smells, that kind of thing. They make me full. These simple things make me full, and I allow them to. I allow for myself to be simply full, rather than having to do extravagant things and buy $1,000 purses and stuff like that. That doesn't make me full. That makes me feel kind of crappy even. So what I want everybody to do is to really sit with the small things, the simple things in life that, oh, okay, something happened to my page here. 1 second. The simple things that you can do that are within arm's reach. Is it a person? Is it a smell? Is it an idea that's just like stuck on a sticky note but next to your computer? What is it that you can do that fills your own cup? Because those of us who are entrepreneurs and empaths at the same time, we tend to get kind of sucked into the idea that, oh, the people who are giving me love, or even the people who are giving me hate. You all know I got some people who don't like my message. Those people tend to make us feel that we get that endorphin rush. We do get that emotional high from all of the people who are watching and commenting or hating and spreading your message and all of that. We have to honor, yes, I'm being affected by it, but is it filling my cup? And is it serving my why? And if it's not doing both of those things, we need to realize that, okay, that's just a manifestation of my flow. It is not a component of my flow. That is super important for all of us who are entrepreneurs, and we're all online now during this pandemic. We'll call it that. We're all online. So having this feedback, this mirroring and this messaging and all of that, my messenger is just like exploding and stuff. I need to realize this is a manifestation of my flow. It doesn't feed my flow. And that's important. Otherwise, it's going to drain you and you're going to burn out. That is super, super important to understand. It is one of the most backwards things I think I've ever said. But please realize this so that you can stay in flow. You want to stay in flow. Now that I've rambled even more, All right, I'm going to go back to my notes here. All right. All right, so back to what flow is. Just to recap before we were interrupted by Langston and Ellington, flow is that space where you can be brave, where you can be resilient, where you can fall down, get back up, and nobody's even going to notice. And if they do notice, they're like, hey, how can I help you? Welcome back. Or what's going on? How can I serve you? And it's also a place where you can pivot. You can completely change your mind about anything you want. You do not have to be the man of your word in a sense of you cannot change your word. You cannot change your mind because they're just going to feel like, okay, this is growth. This is expansion. This is part of the program, I guess. It's very, very important. It's just part of the plan because it is. We're all part of the plan, right? We're living it out as best we can. We are. And I want you to be, again, excited to fill your own cup. I want you to wake up every day feeling excited to fill your own cup. It is nobody else's job. I don't care if it's your children or your spouse or somebody you're crushing on. They are not here to fill your cup. They got their own cups to worry about. And it's also not your job to fill their cup. I got a huge channel last night of this image of somebody filling my cup, and there was a siphon that came with it. A cup doesn't get filled by somebody without an expectation. There will be a siphoning, and you cannot allow for it. You can say, yes, thank you so much for that compliment, but don't let that fill your cup. Let that be understood that that compliment is a manifestation of how full your cup already is. Let that sink in. Please let that sink in. Your cup is your responsibility. Nobody else's. Nobody else's. We don't want that. And when you're in this state of truth and ownership, you have sovereignty and you have that energy that is going to attract everything else that's supposed to be here for you. You're going to attract those opportunities. You're going to attract that abundance, and you're going to attract all of the infinite possibilities that you just have to pick one. That's the hard part. Trust me. I mean that right now. Like, which, I don't know. They all look good. Infinite possibilities, but you're also going to detract. And this is really important, especially for us empaths. It is important to detract instead of fighting against or running away from or trying to damage or get back at the people who, the narcissists and everybody who's just done us wrong. We want to detract them. That's what this is going to do. Being in flow, having your sovereignty, having your bravery, having your resiliency, having your, I got my own cup, thank you. My cup. Don't touch my cup. I got this. Having that is going to detract them. They are going to run for the hills. And that means you have even more space and more time for your own intuition to really come out. I did an interview the other day with Danny. I don't know if he's here, but I said, it's just like my truth just falls out of me. It falls, I cannot deny who and how I am, even when I'm screwing up, even when it's not working out, even when I'm hiding. I did, you all know, I've spent the last 5 or 6 months now hiding. And I'm going to get to that next. What I want you to understand is that you need to have that protection, but protecting yourself isn't wearing a special, crystal or anything. And I do have my crystals and stuff, but it's your own energy. Your cup protects you from having to overflow it into somebody else's cup. The fuller your cup is, the less anybody's going to want to take anything from you because they know that they can't manipulate that cup. You are your cup. Fill yourself, and everybody's gonna be like, oh, there's nothing I can do over there. I can't take anything from it because, yeah, it's pretty locked down. She's got that locked down, and never mind, moving on and really helping themselves just avoid you. They really just want to avoid you, and that's so important. So on that note, I've given you some really great ideas on how to find flow and what flow feels like. Fill your cup. Those small things, fill your cup. Again, gratitude. I can't say anymore until I go through the gratitude that I talk about in almost every live I've ever done. Gratitude is one step that's going to help you fill your own cup. Because that is, every time you're grateful for something, you're going to be putting another drop into your own cup. There are things that you can do, but yes, gratitude, like my singing bowl. I'm grateful for it. I love what it does for me. Do I have a practice around it? No. I just do it when I want to, and it makes me feel good. I'm grateful for it. There's another drop in my own cup, and that's really powerful for me, and I love it. Now, the one thing I want to say about all of this, whether it's gratitude, okay, Ellie, whether it's gratitude or little small things, scents, smells, food, music, movement, whatever it might be, I want you to understand that I get it. It is not easy. When you are not in flow, it's the last thing you want to do. When I am not in flow, I don't touch it. I don't. I'm like, no thanks. Because I'm not in that space of gratitude, and it's hard, and I have to push myself to do the things that are good for me when I'm not in flow. And I get it, and it's okay. It's okay. We all fall off of our own systems and our own messages. I understand it. But now that I've called you out, it's just like I've called myself out. Now that we are called out, when we are not in flow, pick up the damn bowl. Go eat the cheese. Go for the walk that you're really not feeling like doing. Do it. Do it. You'll get back in flow. The more you do it, your body has emotional memory. The faster it comes back. So for me, it's not a practice. It's just an emotional, energetic memory that I have. I pick it up and I'm just like, let's flow. Let's flow. Let's do that. Let's do this, right? So now that I've gone through what flow is and how to get into it, I want to talk about the flip side of this. And this is where I'm going to say something that is completely backwards, but it's my truth. And I have a feeling that you're going to resonate. Let me take a sip of my tea because this is a big one. Good. Okay. So when I'm not in flow, in the last, I will say 4 or 5 months, I have really reassessed just how I am when I'm not in flow. And it's not that I'm not in flow. I've changed my approach to not being in flow. Okay, Ellie, it's okay. It's okay. Go change. So how I am when I'm not in flow is very different now than it was like even 6 or 7 months ago. When I'm not in flow, I am intentional about it. I've coined it dark flow. Dark flow. Just gonna let that sit there for a second. Okay. So when I am in dark flow, it's not that I am not in flow. I'm just in the dark version of it, and I allow for it. There are times where I'm intentional about it. And when I go into this space, this dark flow, I'm not necessarily being productive on the outside sense, but I am being very productive energetically with my energy and with my truth. So I'm going in and I'm looking at all of the things that are blocking me. Thank you, LJ. I need you to go upstairs, okay? Thank you. I don't have time right now. Thank you. Please go. Thank you. Gonna work on that one too. So when I'm in dark flow, I am looking at the things that are blocking me. So I'll go through, people say, this chakra is blocked and let me clear that for you. No, I'm not bypassing any of that. I'm really looking into myself and saying, this is what's stopping me and why. Or this is what's making me feel this way, why? Or this is that shadow that, okay. All right, it's there. And I create, again, like I was saying at the beginning of this live, allowance. Flow is allowance. I allow for those dark things to show themselves to me. I acknowledge them. Hey, you're there. Oh, wow, yeah. Forgot about you. Let's talk. And I sit with it and I love it and I nurture it and I push all of the way through it. I don't go around whatever this block might be. I don't try to like mantra it out or anything like that. I sit with it. I look it straight in the eye and I say, okay, let's do this. let's go. Let's go. And I want you all to understand that when you are not in flow, take the opportunity, instead of saying, oh, I'm not feeling productive, or oh, I'm procrastinating, or oh my gosh, my imposter syndrome, this is why I can't succeed. All right, let's talk about that, your imposter syndrome. This is not why you can't succeed. It's just the one thing in your way that we need to get out of the way. And the only way to get it out of the way is to pulverize it. And the only way to pulverize something is to go inside of it and all the way through it and let it fall to the side. That's what we really want to be doing. We want to make sure that we are accepting our darkness, looking it straight in the eye and saying, okay, let's do this. And now I have a delivery or something. Oh my gosh, if this is the census people again, oh my gosh. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not answering the phone. I'm not answering the door. LJ, it's okay. They'll go away. They were in, no, it's crazy. So that was my last note, is please let yourself go through the dark flow so that when you are in the light flow, you're balanced and you're even stronger because you have overcome even more and you have actually erased that so that you don't have to go through it again. It's gone. You did it. You said hi and bye to it instead of saying, I'm going to go around it. I'm going to avoid this for right now.
We have a delivery.
I know. Can you please go upstairs? I'll get the delivery when I'm done. Thank you.
Well, I want to bring it itself.
This is getting more and more interesting, isn't it, guys?
When is the delivery?
Allington, I am in a meeting. Ayo.
I want to go get the delivery.
When I'm done. Ayo.
You're just saying that I can't do anything.
Okay. Flow, allowance, right? Oh my gosh. I feel like I called this in. I definitely feel like I called this in because they never interrupt this much. Anyways, so on that note, allow yourself to go to the dark so that you can spend more and more and more time in the light. But you have to go down, bring what you brought, what you found down there, back up. And when you go into the light, grab onto it and bring it back down to your normal as well. So find your flow, find the things that fill you up, fill your own cup, your own cup. And when you're not in flow, use that as an opportunity to stay in flow, just a different kind of flow that will speed up your ascension back into flow again. It's really powerful. It is not always fun. So I suggest that when you're in dark flow, have your support system, have your people, whether it's your spouse, partner, friends, your coach. Hey clients, that's what I'm here for. Please make sure that you are staying in a state of flow. Don't ever stop. Don't stagnate. Please don't do that. You know me. I go through my dark phases. I shut down for weeks at a time and you won't see me. And I'm just like, I'm in dark flow. I'm channeling, I'm healing, I'm processing, I'm looking at my shadows, I'm looking at my wounds. And when I come back out from that, you guys, you all know, you've seen it. Whoa. Even I'm like, whoa, what? What just happened here? And I allow for it. So allowance, flow is allowance. Allow for it all, accept it all, please. So now that being said, I have a huge give to give to you guys. And it's not just me. It's not just me. I am collaborating with two of my favorite clients. I am collaborating with them on a mastermind. It's going to be maybe an hour, probably more, because you know how we like to ramble and serve and answer questions and everything. But what's going to happen is we're going to do a mastermind not just about flow. That's going to be my piece of it. But what I have done is I found two people who really fit like puzzle pieces into my message and really help carry it forward. They're just like, yeah. And now that we have flow, we can do this and this and this. So the first one is Michelle Julian. You probably all know her. She's been here on the platform multiple times. She's been my client for 2 years. She's amazing. She just came out with her own Oracle card deck. Oh, amazing, amazing. But her superpower is helping you to take this flow state. Once I help you get there, she can help you take that flow state and just get all of the downloads, all of the intuition. She really helps you to connect all the way through mind, body, soul, everything, so that you can have that intuition, these ideas that are just a million ideas a minute and everyone is worth $1 million kind of person. And she is powerful with it. I have my weekly sessions with her, and this last session was just like, it almost scared me. The ideas that were coming and channeling through was so productive. And the second person on this team is Martine de Luna, and she is amazing. She was actually one of the first people to ever sign up for my pro bono program 2 years ago. And she has grown so much. She has been a very loyal and avid follower, and now a dear, 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 dear friend. And her superpower is to help you birth an idea. And it's amazing the way that she does it, because it's not so much of a technical thing. She's very good with the tech, but she is really good at pulling out the truth of the matter and helping you put it out there on a silver platter for people in a way that resonates, that is true for you, but also super true for them. And between the three of us, it's like, wow, this is something, and we need to give it. We need to give this. And that's what we're doing. So we're starting a masterclass. I'm going to put the link in the descriptions. I meant to do it before, but the tech was just not my friend. I wasn't going to fight it. Stay in flow. Staying in flow, right? I'm going to put a link to register for. It's free. It's a free masterclass. We're still picking the date so that when the first people start registering, and we'll just message and be like, what's a good day and time for you, so that we can just kind of do what's right for you rather than show up here or don't. And we're going to make it we're going to make it an event that is going to make you open your eyes, sit back in your seat a little bit, get comfy, and just flow into whatever it is that you need to be doing right now. Because this is a hard time for a lot of people. I'm very blessed that I am not having difficulties like a lot of people. Yes, I'm losing my mind, being locked up and everything. But the three of us were here to give and fill those voids where you may be needing some inspiration. You may be needing some ideas. You may be needing some support. You may be needing just somebody to listen to you so that we can help you. We want you to take your idea. Those of you, I know most of you here are just in a space where you have it. You have it. You're there. You're there. But you're worried that I might burn out, or I don't know what to do next, or this blew up and just I don't know what to do now, or okay, I tried it, I stopped, I need to restart this again like I did. We're here for that. And we want you to have that natural intuition, that channeling right straight through you of your truth and what your next best steps are and how to go about getting it done in a way that is easy and fun and light. Don't overwork yourself, don't burn out. Let's do it. So I'm going to put the link in, and if you want the link to the masterclass, if you're here live, please just say yes, masterclass, please, thank you, something like that, so that I can get you the link individually. But what I really want to invite you to do, even if you don't want to do the masterclass, is really fill your cup. Fill your own damn cup. It's nobody else's job. If you're going to ask somebody to fill your cup, they're going to fill it and empty it at the same time. And you're going to have the illusion of a full cup. You're going to have that white picket fence illusion that everybody's looking for. No, I don't need a white picket fence. I don't need any fences. No, I set my boundaries. We want to make sure that you're filling your own cup. And when your cup is not feeling full, allow for the darkness. Go into the dark flow and heal and come back out of it a better version, a bigger version, a bolder version, a wiser version, a sager version of who you really are here to be. Not who you think you're supposed to be or how you're supposed to show up to be. You. The person that you would speak to your dog to. You want to show up that way. That's how we want it to be. Like, I have a cat now. I don't have a dog. I'm a cat and dog person. But show up the way that you truly are. And you can do that by honoring who and how you are in that moment. All right, so now I'm done rambling. The boys have made a mess and I need to go clean that up. So I will see you all soon. I am starting the YouTube channel. I know I promised months ago that I would do that. It's coming, and I will give everybody the link. And I have promised, I don't know if you've all seen the announcement or not, but I've promised that once we get to 1,000 subscribers, which will probably happen in like a week, in the YouTube channel, I will reopen the Pro Bono Academy again, and you can all get all of the help you need once again, pro bono. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. All right. I love you all. I'm honored and I appreciate you, and my appreciation of you fills my cup. And the more of it, the better. I think I need a bigger cup, actually. All right. I will see you all soon.